Hello. Hope you're keeping well. I know it's a Monday and I usually do this on a Wednesday, but I'm actually taking a week off work. I say that, but I've actually been putting together the outline for a new book idea. More about that in a bit. First of all, though, I am once again taking part in the BBC Children in Read online auction. So you can bid anonymously, if you like, online for books. All the proceeds of this go to BBC Children in Need. So most of the books, I believe, are UK only. Mine is, I'm afraid, because it's just so expensive to send things anywhere. So every year, I'm not too sure how many years now I've taken part in this, but I've been asked to donate a signed copy of my latest book. So I will be sending one of my author copies to the winning bidder, so of The Witching Hour, and I'll sign it with whatever inscription the winning bidder wants. And because, as you can see from behind me, I like my little witchies, I thought, as this book was about witches, I would send this little hanging ornament as well as the signed author copy. So that's what I'm doing this year. The link is not up yet because my lot, I only sent my information at the end of last week because I was busy finishing my second witchy book for HarperCollins. But as soon as the link is up there, I will add it down below so that should you wish to bid for my book or any of the other hundreds of books in there. So you have all different genres. From contemporary, you have biographies, you have historical, suspense, thriller, whatever. It's fantastic. I've already bid on quite a few books. Of course I have. And I do every year. So every year I get a surprise. You get a confirmation that if you're the top bidder, you'll then get a confirmation when you're not again because somebody has bid higher than you, which happens a lot. So, yep, that's what I'll be doing. And then you get right at the end when the auction, I'm not exactly sure of the date that it actually, the auction actually happens and ends, but it's sometime in November. I'm not sure exactly when. So I usually then get an email saying all the different ones that I was the highest bidder for. Which is great because I love getting them. But then you ask what inscription you want, what address you want them to send it to, and obviously you've got to pay for it. And now thing I've done this week is, it's very exciting. My new journal, my, what do you call it? Plotter? No, journal, has arrived for 2026. Well, I hope it's 2026. So let me open that now. Okay, let's try not ruin it by doing it wrong. So I will open this now and I will show you what I've got this coming year. I love choosing new blotter, as I have said before. Plotter, journal, I don't know, whatever you call it. Oh, there we go. And let's shove that in the bin. So the one I had for 2025 was a Carrie Green one. Now I love Carrie Green's planner. That's it, not plotter, a planner. I love Carrie Green's planners. I've had it in this colour, in the rose gold. Absolutely love them. But they're not cheap. You do get, if you order them before a certain time, you do get £10 off. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. But then because I live in Jersey, the postage is actually quite a lot. So it does end up being really quite expensive. So I do get myself one every few years, but I had one for 2025, so I thought I'm not going to do that for 2026. So I've gone with the Freedom Mastery one. Again, I do love these. They come in A5 and in A4. This is A4. Yes, Law of Attraction Planner. I love this colour. So yes, this is a 12-month. Oh, it's an undated one, which is fine. So in here, I like, it's quite a soft cover. It's gorgeous and a bit squidgy. I just love it. And in it you have the, oh gosh, let me look. So, oh, excuse me. So you always get a little note, which is very sweet. You also get, I should have filmed this the other way. I like to order them with tabs, but I haven't got tabs. But this one comes Okay, it comes with tabs, but looking at the tabs, this isn't actually clever of me, because the tabs are either 2022 or 2023. So if you order one of these planners, don't make that mistake like I've done. I do have my own tabs, which I bought probably because I've done that the previous year as well. And you also get these other stickers. So things like, I love myself, I give myself permission to be prosperous. Okay, if only it's that simple. Other stickers that you can put on each page. Shopping list, I'm grateful for. What's that one? Important. I don't know, that's it. Oh, urgent. And then other ones like if you're going to the dentist or if you need to get pills or shopping or whatever. So that's what I've done. Yes, I'm not pleased that I actually didn't think about the year. But still, they are great. I love them. I've had them a few times before. So it's a week, oops, that's a week to date one, and then at the beginning of every month you have the whole month thing, which is great. You also have ideas and notes, which is just like dots and things, which is cool. And then at the end of every month you can reflect on your month. So it's my top 10 achievements and that sort of thing. What did I learn? Hours of exercise. Mine will be whenever I walk the dog or cleaning, whatever. So I do love this. I don't love it as much as a carry one. Yes, this one goes up, and in here goes up to 2025, which is very useful as I'm using it 2026. So I should have actually probably checked that a bit better. But even so, I will enjoy this planner, and I will stick my own tabs on every month. And fill that in. But isn't that gorgeous colour? I do love that. So that's also what I've done. As I said just before, I delivered last week. I delivered on the day. I mean, it's 6:30 at night, so I suppose it's after the end of the business day. But I delivered my second witchy book, the first draft, to my publisher, Charlotte. And I'm waiting to hear what she thinks about that. Very scary. She's always very kind. She's lovely. But I will probably get about 6 pages of suggestions of how to improve it. That's always a very scary moment. And that will probably take me about a month to redo that, which is fine. But she sort of asked, did I have in mind anything I wanted to do next? Because I usually do have something in mind. I couldn't think of anything for a few days. And then on Saturday, when I thought, let me just do nothing. It was a miserable day weather-wise here, and I thought, I'm just going to go and chill for a bit. Let me go and read a book, lie in my bed and read a book instead of, doing stuff online and scrolling, basically. So I started reading a book, and then, of course, my mind wanders, because it does. And I suddenly had an idea for a book. And so what I've done, I've got to actually check it again. So what I did, instead of coming up here to my office and sit on the laptop and start typing, because then I would have been here for hours, and I really, really did need a few days not looking at my laptop and not working, I recorded it on an email to myself. So I'm hoping it came out well, because I haven't actually read it back, because phonetically sometimes the words that will come up on the email when you record can be actually completely different to what you actually expected. So I have to sort of try and think, what would I have sounded like when I said that? So that's what I'm going to open in a minute, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to start refining it, see if I still like the idea. I might actually look at it now and think, oh gosh, that's terrible, because that obviously has happened before. And if it's a story that can sustain like 100,000 word novel, because I mean, we all have lots of ideas, but the idea when it's in a book has to sustain a plot and subplots, or can be broadened into that. In my case, because I'm contracted with my historical novels to do 100,000 word novels. So that's quite a lot of story. So I will just see if it will work, and that will take me a few days. But that's what I'm going to do today. And then after I've walked my dogs, because we've had howling gales and lots of rain this morning, and it is brightening up a bit now, as you can probably see from behind me with the light, I am going to walk the dogs. I have to be quiet because all three of them are here. And then I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint my office. So it's not much. I mean, the walls aren't big. So that's what I'll be doing, at least the first coat, because what I want to do is I've got stuff on my shelves, but in the only storage cupboard, I mean, I have 2 storage cupboards apart from kitchen cupboards in the entire house, and one of them is in here. And at the moment, all my books are in there. So I need to paint this, then put my books from the cupboard on the shelves where they should be. And then all around me, I have probably 6 boxes of files and notebooks and who knows what else. Those need to go and be stored in the cupboard. So I actually have space, and this actually, I don't have to climb like some sort of a commando over everything to get to my desk. So that's what I'm aiming to do today, tomorrow. So yeah, that's the beginning of my week. I hope you're having a good week. And while I do all that, of course, I'll be eating Maltesers because you have to. I did actually eat some banana loaf. My mum made me a banana loaf today. She made one for, she lives in an annex by one of my sister's houses. So she made a lovely loaf for them, and she very kindly made me a small loaf because she knows how much I adore banana loaf. So that's what I'll be doing. And yes, as soon as the link goes live for my lot on the BBC Children in Read online auction, I will add it below. But yeah, if you fancy a little witchy hanging ornament and a signed copy of The Witching Hour, one of my author copies with any inscription you like, and you live in the UK, I'm afraid, please think about bidding anyway. So thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to chatting with you next week.